Good Friday to everybody. Look, it's Friday, August 27th, 2021. This is a special episode of the Bottom of the Bottle podcast. We have a returning guest. Y'all see her, Miss CJ, aka Busagirl. How you doing this evening?
Doing great.
You look like you're doing great. That's the doggone show.
Well, thank you.
I know that's right. My other host, Carolina. What it do, brother?
Hey, nothing. This good mother Friday. About to get this ready.
Don't come on here tripping like that now.
No, man, I already got one good cup in me, so we got to turn up just a little bit. We're gonna push the knob up.
Mm-hmm.
I should have made a drink, but it's all shots today. So, Miss Boosie, Miss CJ, we about to do this thing. We did the first call last time. I got a little different first call for you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna keep it regular. So, first question: colorful or shiny?
Colorful.
I like colors. Hard cider or wine?
Hard cider.
Okay. Drama and suspense or romantic comedy?
Drama and suspense.
That's what's up. More scared of heights or spiders?
Ooh, I can't do both. Heights.
Okay. And then the final question: after your children and after what we know already, motorbikes, motorcycles, what makes you smile?
Being able to create something.
That's dope. Yeah. That's dope. Carolina, what you got for her?
All right. You still ain't been to public, got that sub, have you?
What?
You still ain't go to public, got that sub, have you? I'm about to ask you that. The subs.
What do you mean?
Yeah, last time he was on.
Yeah, I asked you one of my questions was about the subs. You say you ain't been to Publix.
Oh no, I have not been to Publix
Right.
yet. No.
All right, so we go better actor. Samuel L. Jackson, Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne, I love Lawrence.
Okay, Monica or Brandy?
Monica, because she a goon.
For real.
All right, scared of drowning or falling?
Falling.
Favorite TV show?
Ooh. Anything scary right now? Ancient Aliens. I love alien stuff, sci-fi.
Okay. Favorite singer, male or female?
Honestly, Ashanti.
Okay, that was first. Guessed. I would have never guessed neither. That was first call.
Okay, that is first call for Miss CJ. All right, since you've been gone, you've been doing some things. I see you on IG. And I'm gonna we see the ticker scrolling at the bottom. Tell us a little bit or introduce us to Be Glam Furniture.
Okay. Well, basically, one of the things that I've always loved to do is to be a creative person. And it's funny and interesting that you actually said, one of the questions was color. I love colors. And I've always been into art all my life. Even as a kid, I was an artist. But I never made a career out of it as an adult. So one day I kind of was messing around and decided to paint a table, vanity that I had for myself. A couple of people that I know saw it and asked me would I paint theirs. And so my mom basically was like, hey, you should do this as a business. You're naturally talented at it. So I did, and I just started my business. I've been doing it as a hobby for about 2 years, but I just went into business recently, full time, with my business. And my next step is to get a workshop to work from. But right now I do work from home. And these are a couple of pieces that I did. They started out brown. So this is actually a headboard for a full-size bedroom suit. And this is a chair. And I put the little logos on there. And actually I love art. So I did this. I'll pick it up for you. It's like a picture, but this is more of a hobby, but it's a beaded art. So it has beads in it.
Oh wow.
I don't know if you can see.
That's super clean.
Oh, thank you. So I do all kinds of little art things or whatever, and I love that. So Be Glammed is basically it'll be more than just furniture. It'll be furniture plus it'll be like some of my art that I create that goes on the wall.
So how did you come up with the name Be Glam?
Honestly, with my nickname being Busagirl, and then the BG, and then my motorcycle's name. My motorcycle's name is Glam. So I wanted to go off of my motorcycle's name and just included it in. And then I start thinking about it. I was like, well, I love everything glamorous. You know, I like to be glam. So that's how I just came up with the name Be Glam.
Well, look at God. That thing's so smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you freestyle? Did you freestyle that piece of art, or is it like a stencil? Or
it is this part, the colorful part, I actually painted myself. The swirly like colors in the background, but the woman itself, that's a stencil.
That looked like that ice cream that used to come in the cup with the wooden spoon with the swirl in it.
Neapolitan. You know, and see, that is so crazy because that's what's next under my business umbrella. Is for 2022. I'm going to be opening a business that's dealing with ice cream.
Oh, okay. You got a lot of things, a lot of pots in the fire, as they say.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you said you started, you've always been artistic since being very, very young.
Yeah.
What's the first piece that you remember being proud of?
It was a picture of a ocean scene. It was I think I was in the 2nd grade, and I drew like seagulls floating over the water. And it was like a beach scene. And my dad was like, "Hey, oh my God, that is beautiful. You actually drew that?" And I was like, "Yeah, And even my teacher noticed my artistic capabilities, and she actually signed me up with a artist as an apprentice.
Okay. So where do you get your inspiration / vision from when dealing with, regardless, like your creativity?
Different things, dreams, people, meeting people. Sometimes I can see something when I'm browsing social media, and I'm just like, you know what, that would look great in that color on this desk or this dresser. So my inspiration just basically comes from just me just looking around, just whatever is out there in the universe.
So somebody wants a Be Glam piece. They have an old coffee table, old clothing dresser. They bring you a product, and do you work with them artistically, or what you have an idea for, or both?
It could be both.
Right.
For the most part, some of the things that are like really, really creative that I do, those are like, I guess you might as well say like a commission piece. It's very unique. So it kind of takes a little bit of going back and forth between myself and that particular person who wants something painted. But, I'll make suggestions, but I kind of want to see what it is that they want. But most of the time, people just want just a makeover, refresh. So I normally take old brown furniture and just give it some new life by a new color. And I use special paints formulated for furniture. And so it's about color, instead of just that plain old basic brown. I don't have, I should have given you some pictures of some of my projects so that you could see them, but there's a few on my website, but there'll be a whole lot more on the website as it grows. I'm trying to grow with the business.
So absolutely. And
go ahead.
No, so we see that we got it rolling down again at the bottom. Be Glam Furniture at beglamllc.bigcartel.com. What types, we can't see the website right this minute. So what other pieces do you have if you want to describe to the people?
Well, right now I basically do what's popular is bedroom furniture. So I do a lot of bedroom dressers, desks, vanities. Ladies love vanities because a lot of women are into having like a makeup area in their room, or some women I'm finding, especially with the kids going off to college or different, or just moving out when they get big, they want to convert that room into like a diva room, a ladies room, and the first thing they want is a makeup desk. So I take something ugly brown and turn it into something pretty.
So that's right.
Where do you get the furniture that you get? Is it somebody supplying you the furniture, or is it because I know people that go to Goodwill or yard sales or curbside, and because they're so good with with creativity, they take that stuff and redo it and sell it and make a good profit and bring it back to life. So where do you get get the furniture?
Pieces. Most of the time I get my pieces like at yard sales. I look online, I can find stuff in Facebook Marketplace. I go to Goodwill sometimes, but I don't always find stuff that's in the best condition, like at a thrift store. And or sometimes because people know that this is what I do now, sometimes people actually give it to me. They say, hey, I've got this furniture. I've outgrown it. I don't need it. I was going to give it away, but if you can do something with it, you can have it. So basically, yard sales is the biggest way for me to look for pieces. But I do a lot of commission work. Yeah. So they bring me their furniture. I do my thing, and then they come and get it.
I know some people, older people love yard sales, estate sales and stuff like that. Younger people, they just ride by. But you can find some good antique stuff that people are getting rid of, and the value has actually went up, and they never knew. So
right,
yard sales. Just take your time. If you're going to drive through a neighborhood, people might as well take your time and just look.
I love going to yard sales. The only thing is you got to be up really early on Saturday.
Really early.
Really early.
And in the better neighborhoods, of course. You
not
ever done the storage war thing?
Not on time. Oh. Hey, I'll be honest. I have found some good stuff cheap in the hood.
That's because they done got kicked out. They stole people's furniture. They done got kicked out. They behind on their rent. Come on, can't get no damn moving truck. I don't see many dumpsters with a whole living room set.
I found a few good pieces where, hey, they be like $5 for a dining room table. I'm like, seriously? Okay. I'll load that right on up.
They got to have it.
What about have you done the storage wars type of thing, going out to like storage sales?
Not yet, but I'm really interested in doing something like that. I think that would be pretty fun. Yeah, absolutely. I really would love to do that.
And you know what else you can also? I mean, this is just an idea. Like, you know, got a lot of people flipping houses, and a lot of that stuff they just gut out. Like a lot of that stuff they just gut out. So if you can find somebody renovating houses, just see what they're gonna gut out because they always throw away the old stuff and just feel like they're gonna put new stuff in it, and that might just be free work for
Well,
you.
that's true. And you know, I actually have my real estate license, even though like right now I'm not practicing real estate because of all the COVID stuff, and I just decided to step away from that because you know, going in and out of houses and dealing with a lot of people on that kind of level, I decided not to. But I do have my real estate license, so that's something that that's a good idea because I know a lot of investors. So I got to get with some of them. I didn't think about that.
Let me ask you a quick. Have you ever did like a couch or a table or a chair and you found something valuable inside?
No. The only thing that I found
not yet.
not yet. The only thing I found was a little, I guess you could say it was valuable. It was a little skinny little gold chain. And it was really gold, but it was real gold, but it was skinny.
Like for a baby.
And it was broken.
And
it was broken.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say he found a sack of weed or some shit.
Yeah, I'm
just messing with
No.
I
found lots of coin change.
Okay.
Yeah. And
every little bit helps.
No, yeah, right. Now, people actually leave clothes in there in their furniture. Yeah, and one time it was like, I mean, nothing I wanted, but it was like it was like basically like, did you forget that you had all these clothes in this drawer?
Right.
But nothing of real true value yet.
What's your biggest project?
I love hunting for furniture because to me it's basically like looking for treasure.
Right.
It's finding that diamond in the rough.
Absolutely. And then a lot of like they don't make things out of real wood anymore. So when you do find a good old piece, like that gotta send your profit margin up.
This is solid wood. Yeah, this is definitely it's heavy, and this is just a full size headboard, but it's heavy.
Yeah,
and it has a footboard that goes with it. It's not that paper wood, that pressed wood. No,
pressed wood.
Yeah. MDF.
Is that one of your biggest, like in size? Is that one of your biggest projects right there?
No, I have done the biggest project I've done so far was a California King bed set, and it was like that big old gigantic poles, and it was the chest. The chest was 6 feet 2 inches tall. The chest of drawers. And I was just like, wow, that is the biggest chest I have ever seen. And the dresser was probably 80 inches long. It was huge. I was like, who is this furniture for? Giants? But it was massive, but it turned out amazing. And I'm going to put some pictures of it on my website soon.
So is there like when somebody, is there like a lead time for projects and when somebody give it to you? And is there a lead time on projects that somebody said, hey, can you find this?
Yeah, most of the time I don't like to go hunting, looking for something for someone because there's so many variations of what they could want that, like, especially like they say, hey, I'm looking for a dining room table. Well, there's so many different styles and they may want a round table. I'm only running into something oval shaped or rectangular. So I don't really like to go hunt specifically for them. I prefer that they have their own. But as far as turnaround time, I usually do about 2 weeks, but I give them 2 weeks, but I'm always done before then.
Oh, that's pretty.
We need to put her in touch with Woodworks.
Yeah.
Joseph, Woodworks by Joseph. He's been on the podcast a couple of times. He is actually really into carpentry. So like as far as like overlays or if you want to customize wood carvings and things like that. He does that type of work. So even
my
if
dad,
you didn't,
my dad was a carpenter. My dad
Okay.
Was a carpenter and a contractor, so he built houses and stuff. Growing up as a kid, I was always around wood saws and stuff, although I didn't use them. But I do use power tools now, so yeah, it's pretty cool. But
That's
yeah, I
what's
would
up.
definitely love. I would love to meet him because I love woodworking.
Well,
Oh,
you
yeah.
already know what that means. Part 3 would be you and him together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
That's
second
what's
favorite
up.
store. My second favorite store is Home Depot.
Like
Yeah.
Home Depot over Lowe's?
Yeah,
What's the difference?
absolutely.
Home Depot.
To me, Home Depot is a little cheaper, but Lowe's
Okay.
has more stuff. Lowe's has more. I mean, this is just my opinion, but the things that I'm looking for, somebody else, as far as a contractor, may say, no, Lowe's is the better store because they have more wood, I think, also. But I like both. I really do. I like both, but I do find a lot of things that are just a little bit cheaper at Home Depot sometimes.
Let me ask you, did you notice during the pandemic that prices went up in both of those locations? Is that something that you experienced?
Yes. Wood, the price of wood and has shot through the roof. It's crazy. I actually was building benches, and I did a project with one that I had did for a lady, and when I went back, it was like the price of what do you call them, 2x4s. I mean, it's through the roof. It's like basically it's not advantageous for me to build something because of the price of wood right now. Yeah. Yeah, but wood is
Joseph was telling us about that. Joseph was telling us
Mm-hmm.
about that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say on the business side, the most hard question to answer: the work you do and the price you charge compared to friends and strangers. So do you have the friends that come ask for a ridiculous amount of work for a low price, or they're pretty understandable?
They're pretty understandable. They're pretty understanding because they know it's a lot involved with it. It's not just get a can of paint and paint it. I have to prep the surfaces. I sterilize everything. It's priming and all different types of things. Sometimes there's repairs that have to be made. So there's actually a lot of work that goes into it. And like my last customer, she was like, hey, you did so much on this one. She actually gave me a $50 tip because she said I went above and beyond. So,
and I was going to say, generally, when I think people understand artists more now than they have in the past, and you have to pay. Like, I'm looking at that headboard, and even if the Chanel print wasn't on it, like the finish says that would go for a certain price. You feel me? So that's why I blew it up on the screen just now so people could see the quality of the work. And I commend you. Like that's
thank you.
super dope.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I even did a little book to match it.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Let me see.
Yeah. Thanks.
That's woodwork? That's like those are traditional
This is
books
paint.
or
it's just a regular book. It's just a regular everyday book that you throw out and hey, I did some
that's dope.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question real quick. As fast as you can break this down. The difference in paint. Because people think paint is paint and crayon and they don't understand like the levels of paint. Because I've been to Lowe's and Home Depot and I've looked at the paint like, why is this paint $20 cheaper and it's still red? So I mean, $20 cheaper than this other paint and it's still red. Like, do you have the answer to that or suggestion?
I do. I do, and there is a huge difference. There's so many different types of paints, and there's an enamel paint. There's
Yeah.
latex paints. There's water-based paints. There's oil-based paints, and some paints. There's interior paint. There's exterior paint. So it depends on what you are actually painting. If you're going to paint something that's just going to sit on the shelf versus something that you use every day that needs a lot of, that's going to get a lot of wear and tear, like a bedroom. You're going to use your bed, your headboards, your dresser. You're going to use that every day.
Because we
So
banging headboard and jumping off the dresser.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right, my bad.
That's right.
My bad.
That's right. And so because you use it that much, you're going to need something that's durable. And that is also on my future horizon, is to come up with my own brand and line of paint for furniture.
Oh, we talking after this. Once we get off, we going, because I'm the business line after this.
And lots of colors, so they can do it themselves. So they can be, if they want to be a DIY, I'll give them the tips. I'll tell them what to do, and they can paint their own furniture.
That's dope, man. You use the term umbrella. Like, if you notice, I named the episode "Get Yourself Some Business," and it seems as if you are like you're building your own conglomerate. You're not necessarily stuck in one genre of business. So, how do you come up with how do you decide on your projects and the diversity of your projects?
Well, something that my mom once told me was, if I do what makes me happy, that would have the most success with that. And, as they say, the wise man says, if you do what makes you happy as far as work, then work is not a job. So I work
a job right now.
So I try to.
Yep. Because I work a job. Let me drink some more.
I try to follow what I'm passionate about. And, I think about what is it that I love doing. And, a lot of people say, I started trying to think a little deeper about things. And, like, basically, what's my purpose in life? What am I here for? And what am I good at? And what feels good for me naturally? And naturally, I love to make people happy. And I love to see other people smile. And so the big thing about being able to see people smile, that's why I said, I definitely want to start that other business, which is totally different from furniture, which is ice cream. Ice cream makes people happy. So that's something that I'm going to be doing in 2022, probably around springtime. And I will definitely want to come back and talk about that, because that's going to be fun. I got a whole thing going on with that.
Make sure you got some alcohol in my ice cream.
Apple?
That's alcohol.
Some adult ice cream flavors would be dope.
Like some boozy ice cream.
Make sure it's lactate for people.
Well, you got Kahluas and cognacs.
Lactose intolerant people for the no lactate. Yeah.
Well, they know what they're getting into.
Even sugar free, because as you know, I've lost almost 90 pounds, so I still eat ice cream, but I eat sugar free.
You still ain't told me the secret. Me, you done not talk, but I done. Yeah, you still ain't told me the secret. That's all right.
I tell you.
She don't eat public subs. That's what it is.
That might be it. I know public bread is heavy on you.
I don't eat bread.
Well, no. Good thing. Well, I know you ain't going to public bread, boy. That thing rough.
No, I don't eat bread.
That's some thick bread.
That's thick.
Yeah. If I eat bread now, because I've stayed away from it for so long, it'll actually make my stomach hurt. And I mean, if I do eat some bread, I'll take a bite every once in a while. But other than that, I stay away from bread. I found that that was one of the keys to my weight loss, was staying away from bread and sugar. So I don't drink sodas, not even diet soda. I don't drink juice. A lot of times I drink Powerade Zero. Those little water packets that you put in there, like those little Crush sugar-free packets you put in water bottles, flavor packets. I drink those. Well, I drink a lot of protein shakes, but
Huh.
yeah, and I do sugar-free stuff.
No workout, no running, no walking, no jumping
No
jacks.
workout yet. I do walk, but I want to get into a routine because I want to start strength training because I would love to tone. So that's next on my agenda is to start a strength training type regime.
I don't see how you ain't if you picking up that damn big booster. Like when that thing heavy now.
It's heavy. It's a big difference. Hey, it's a big difference with it since I lost a lot of weight as
I
well.
bet it is.
It feels like a bigger bite. It really
Yeah,
does. Yeah.
yeah.
So
But yeah. Miss Glam, she wears me out. You do.
so there was a couple of things that we wanted to address on the show. Um, what do you want to say to kind of close out? We'll come back to it, of course, but the Be Glam furniture line. What else would you say right now that we may not have covered?
Um, well, basically, this is something that I pursued because of my passion and just being in love with doing it. When I wake up every day is something that I look forward to doing. And so eventually you may see a Be Glam location where
Okay.
people can actually bring their furniture to me there. And because right now I work from home, but that is on the horizon in the future. That's the future plan is to have a location and make it easy for people. Because, like you said, um, stuff is not built the same anymore. It's as it used to be. So find something that you got at home, bring it to me, and let's go. With a pretty color on it. Let's
Say, give it a
spruce it up,
makeover.
jazz it up. Let's make
Take
it jazzy.
something old, take
Take
something
something
old and
old and
make it
let me
new.
make it new. That's
Well,
right. Let me
just
make it new again.
just as long as you know when you have your opening, we get a live show on your opening day.
Absolutely,
And make sure you,
absolutely.
make sure you got a jump house so I get in it. So make sure I got a weight limit so I can get in
Okay.
Yeah.
the jump house.
Make
I,
And
sure
your
that.
and your ice cream
Oh, and I'll have ice cream. Yes.
and a
I can
bartender.
see your big ass deflating the daggone jump house. Um, so the other
sending
thing,
kids sending kids to the moon every time he jump on me.
right? So the other thing that you did that I feel like is super dope.
Mhm.
My brother, I read a lot of books.
Okay.
I
What
haven't
the,
got the
hold on,
Okay.
opportunity.
what the that supposed to mean?
Man, hold on, man. Let's do the interview. We'll get into that other
You make,
personal stuff later.
you make it sound like I don't
Um,
read.
you
You
don't.
make it sound I don't.
You've said it several times on the show.
I listen. I don't read.
Mm.
So I think I toyed with the idea of writing a book. You wrote a
Mm-hmm.
book that's on Amazon right now called The
Right.
Ride, the
Yep.
Biker series. Uh,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about the book.
Well, the
Hold on. How
book
many pages is it?
200
Yeah. All
and
right. Go ahead. Go ahead. What you gonna say? That's a lot of pages, but
I think it's 221 pages. I'm not exactly sure. 228, somewhere
that's a
around
real
there.
book. Then I'm just playing. That's a real book.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a nice read, but it's the kind of book that once you start reading it, I promise you, you will be like, I've got to finish this book. Like you can't put it down. That
So
is
you
the
got to.
feedback I get a lot.
So what's the plot?
It's a story about a female. She has a bike, motorcycle rider, and she decides to go on a ride. And when she goes on a ride, she ends up meeting this guy, and they, you know, um, I don't want to give away the story, but they go on like a different thing where they become friends, and she meets these other people, and basically the book is about friendships. There's romance in it, a lot of erotica in it, and it's like you don't know who people are because there's jealousy and greed that comes into play between friends. So it's basically like you'll see the friendships change when greed comes into the picture.
Can I
So, yeah.
real quick? I've noticed something that quick because, like I said, I watch people. When you
Mm-hmm.
talked about furniture, you could tell that was your passion. But when you talked about
Mm-hmm.
that book just now, you could tell that was your love. So, how
Mm-hmm.
much? What's the percentage would you say that book is about you?
um, there's a lot of it that's about me, but the main character isn't named after me. Well, she is, but it's not my name.
Yeah.
She has a similar name. It's almost like it's part me and it's part fantasy. So it's part me and it's part the ultimate guy that you know I like.
She did the little neck roll, cause you already know what time it is.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Headboard knocking, jumping
Yeah,
off the
I didn't
dresser.
even know she did it. She just went into it. The ultimate guy.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever been referred to as the ultimate guy. That's
well,
upper level
yeah.
stuff there.
It's the ultimate guy. How did they say the man of your dreams?
Man, you gonna have
And
so many dudes reading this damn book.
it's
Trying to
very
figure it out.
erotic.
I ain't gonna read it. I'm gonna let somebody just tell me
Erotic.
about it.
It's very erotic. Look, I'll have to tell you, this is a grown folks channel. I've had guys tell me that they read the book and they went and gave their woman the business.
Okay. See, that's why you should read more. Your wife might
Yeah.
appreciate you if you read a little bit more.
Ain't nobody, man. People don't like people that read.
Yeah, they
I
do.
disagree.
I was just. Look, I'm reading
You-
151 proof,
No.
75% alcohol.
You need to read a little more than that. Get
Okay.
some culture.
Ginger ale.
No.
Oh,
Reading takes you to another world. It's better than a movie. It's better than watching TV because it's your imagination. It's what you see. It's what you picture. So that character that you're reading about, you have a visual of what that person looks like. And a lot of people identify with the characters in the book as themselves.
so now we're
So
gonna
they
think
can
about you
say,
though.
hey, I saw myself as the main character. Or like the guy, they may take and put a lady may be reading my book that sees my character, my main character, the love interest guy, and she may imagine that's somebody that she secretly is in love with or admires. So
So what's the review from your friends, ladies, because you already spoke of the men, and your family reviews that have read it?
everybody loves the book. The biggest thing that I hear, the most common thing that I hear is once I started reading it and getting into the story, I couldn't stop. I stayed up late reading this book. One guy told me he went to sleep reading the book and he got up early so he could finish reading it before he went to work. I was like, wow. So when I hear that, it's amazing that they enjoy the story so much because they basically say it feels so real. They can connect with the characters. And at
So
the end of at the end of the book, basically everybody hates the bad guy so much that they send me a message and say, I hate him.
Well, you speaking
Everybody.
in like I don't think you spoke by accident. You said the movie, and
I did.
a lot of things, metamorphosize into what you want them to be. Um,
Yeah.
Let me ask you about the book itself. You wrote this
Mhm.
book by yourself,
Yes.
or did you write it by yourself? And how long did it take you?
I wrote it by myself. And I originally started writing the book back in 2011. And I wrote the book off of just my thoughts. And I had no experience with writing. And so I put out a version of the book back in 2011 that took me about a month to write. And I decided that I kind of just left it sitting. You know, I didn't do much with it. And a few months ago, back in June, I picked up my original book that I wrote, and I said, you know what? I think it's time to just come out with a revised version of this book and just update it to current, 2021. And plus, I'd taken some classes at a local college on writing, and I decided, and my teacher said, "Hey, you're a great writer." So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this again. So I started rewriting the book again in June, and I released it July the 11th. It's on my
because I was
calendar.
on you. I was on you. I was on you to
July
come back.
Yeah.
I was on you. So all right, I got two questions. You got the book near you?
No, I do not have the book near me right now. I have it where the original. Oh Lord, where is the original? No, I don't have a copy of the book with me right now.
Okay,
The only copy that I had, my sister took it.
Okay.
So,
Do you pretty much know? Because I'm building something. What's the first? Do you know the first word that was of the book? Like when you open a book, what's the first word?
V.
I don't know.
THE.
The reason why I was going to say that is I was going to ask you what was the first word. Then I'm going to ask you what was the first sentence, because everybody wants to know, how do you start a book? And that would have gave people help. So that was the reason I was going to ask you for help for others, because a lot of people want to write a book, and their first question is, I don't know how to start. So if you would have knew your first word and then your first sentence.
Well, the first sentence basically is, she wakes up in her bed.
Well, that's good enough for somebody.
Yeah,
that truthfully is good enough for somebody.
She wakes up in her bed. That's how the book starts out.
Yep, that's good enough, because everybody wants to know, how do you start a book? Like I said, I don't read. I never and that was my question. I don't read. So I thought about writing a book one day, and I said I never knew how to start because I don't read. But there's people that read and still can say they wouldn't know how to start a book. So that's why I asked you that.
Let me tell you this too. Also,
you must be running out of minutes.
Huh?
Oh, no,
you must be running out of damn minutes.
Those is all her fans blowing up her phone.
You running out of minutes. Nope. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. CJ, we can't hear you.
Yeah, that's all her fans blowing up her phone. So we have.
You put yourself on mute. There you. Can you hear?
Go ahead and close out and come back in. You good? We'll wait for you to get back. Yeah. So I said, just based on CJ's story, man, I think it's super dope. Like, we all want to start a business. We all want financial freedom, financial liberation. We want to be able to do what we want to do. This is an individual who has just told us about 3-4 different businesses.
There she goes. She back in. I can hear it.
Yeah. You can hear me now?
And you loud.
Yeah.
You gonna read up on your minutes.
Yeah, I put some more minutes on my phone.
Yeah, that car was pending.
My phone
that
ringing, and it threw me out. It knocked me offline because it was ringing. I should have put it on airplane mode. So
that was the cell phone, people.
But let me tell you this really quick before we go. Before I thought about it, because reading, reading, pull the antenna up.
That damn mailman. That mailman
Yeah, don't
strikes
worry
again.
about him. He in Facebook jail. He doing 27 days.
You know how they used to do back in the day? Put the aluminum foil on the antenna for the TV. I need to go get some balls of aluminum foil so I can get some good reception. But reading has changed for a lot of people. A lot of people don't have time or of going into actually getting a paper book. So what I did was I do have a paperback version available. I also have an ebook that you can download on your Kindle or a laptop or something like that. But on my website, my book is available on Amazon, the paperback version, and the ebook. But on my website, there's a instant download that you can download right to your phone, and you can actually read the book on your phone, and you can just scroll through. And that makes it so much easier. And with it being on your phone, it's right there, so you can just read it whenever you want to. Anytime you want to, wherever you are. You can also read it on a computer, a laptop, iPad, or cell phone. But you can download it, and it's only $5 on my website. I believe it's still $5 on my website to download the book.
So let me ask you this real quick. So to help other people, like I said, how did you get it on Amazon?
There's a process, but you go through Amazon. They have I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's y'all. I have to think of the name of it, but there's a procedure that you go to upload a book to Amazon, and once you meet all that criteria, then they look at it. They don't read your book. They just make sure that it's in the correct format, and once it's in the correct format, they'll upload it to their site.
So, are you considered an independent writer? Like all the money goes to you, all the credits go to you, everything goes to you?
I am self-published.
That's dope. That is.
I'm self-published. I did not choose a publishing company. I chose to self-publish myself. So that means that I have to do all of my marketing.
That's fine.
And basically everything is on me. I am the team. But other than that, I chose to self-publish my first book.
So how did you feel? Because like I said, we've been trying to get you to come back, and you kept saying, wait. I got my book coming. How did you feel the day you woke up and it was for the world to see?
Excited, because it was the first time that I've had it like that on Amazon, in that format. As far as a paperback version, I've had an ebook on Amazon before, but he said, "Go on, girl."
And she put the extra L's on it. Girl. She said, "Go on, girl." Go ahead.
Go on, girl. But yeah, it was just exciting because it was like almost like seeing a dream come true. And then just like you said earlier, Jay, one of the things that I would love is for this book to become a movie. But when you read it, y'all gonna read it, and you're gonna read it, Carolina. You're gonna read it.
He ain't gonna read
I promise you. And once y'all read it, you're gonna say,
I'm gonna read it.
Why everybody going crazy over this book? But it's a series, and book number 2 is on the way. I've got a lot of readers that are basically like, hey, when is book number 2 going to be ready? Because they want to find out, what's next. So book number 2 is coming soon, and then there'll be another book after that. So it's a series.
I was gonna say,
it's a series.
It's a free-flowing series. So right now, in your mind or in your plan, you're up to at least book 3.
At least book 3, but I think it's going to be more than that.
And then I think that's also dope that it's a culture. So people in that culture are going to support you because they are of that culture.
Yeah.
And then also dope for people.
It's a book that you don't have to be a biker to enjoy it, because that's basically like being in a Camaro club, or being in a Corvette club,
Right.
or being in a truck club. You know, the next door neighbor probably is still going to be interested in the book too, because of the story itself. So it's believe me, you don't have to be a biker to love the book. You'll love the book.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
I
I'm
promise.
gonna read it because like you leaning on this
I can't wait for your
erotic
feedback.
thing, and then you did the neck thing, and you
Mhm.
got a couple eye rolls, so I know what's in this
Mhm.
book. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's for grown people.
I think it's dope. I'm glad that we get to champion somebody like you who is doing all these magnificent things, man. Like
Thank
we
you.
can't put you into a certain section. I don't expect that these are the things that you have coming up in the future, the things that you already have going on. I don't even think these are the last things. I think you are ever evolving, and
Always
you are
evolving.
your own conglomerate. Like you,
Yeah. Yeah.
that terminology is everything. That umbrella terminology is everything.
Yes.
So
Yes. And
we
I
gonna be with
love
you.
that. I that's my personality. I don't like just cookie cutter, same old thing all the time. I like to be able to change and do something different, and that's what I love. Please
So
recap on the topic.
so yeah, like we started out. We talked about Be Glam Furniture. The link is down at the bottom. You said the book is also
The book
accessible
is
at that
also
site,
available on the website.
and then
And the
along with
website basically
Amazon.
just gives you an insight of some of the types of projects that I have started with my furniture business. But right now, it's still in the building process. So I don't have a lot of furniture on there just yet, but I've been doing furniture now for about 2 years, and it is now my full-time job.
Well, don't worry. I got dope ideas in my head, and I got dope ideas in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
just got dope ideas in my head. So we gonna
Yeah.
chat offline because I got dope
Yeah.
ideas in my head.
I can do anything. I can do dining room tables, chairs. Actually, I don't know if you can see it here, but I redid this chair here. Can you see this chair?
Oh yeah, we can see
You
it.
can.
Yeah, I
You
did
did
this
the
chair.
upholstery part too.
I did the upholstery part of it. Yep.
Okay.
And so oops. there's there's a lot. I do a lot of chairs. I've done these chairs right here. I don't know if you guys can see those.
We can see them.
Absolutely.
And I actually have in my garage right now, I have about 6 bedroom dressers that I've done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
That's
man.
what's up.
I can basically do any type of furniture.
I think young Tito is a fan of you, man. Tito giving you kudos as well. And there's no other way. Like
Thank you,
there's
Tito.
not absolutely there's
you.
not a lot of people that are invested in themselves at the level that you
Right.
are investing in yourself.
And
So
remember, another thing, to take this to another level is I'm gonna come out with my own brand of paint for this. So I can't paint everybody's furniture, but I can create. I actually use my own recipe for my
okay.
furniture, so I can, they can do it too.
That's dope, man. So
Yeah.
as a final call,
Yes.
I'm
Well, my
just
own
I'm
brand
just
of
gonna
paint. Did I say that?
I'm
I'm
just gonna
sorry.
give you the floor. You kind of did it already, but I just want to give you a minute to say to the people anything that you want to say to somebody that might see this.
Okay. First of all, hey, thanks for watching. I do appreciate you coming on to check me out and check out my story, what it is that I do. And I basically am 100% entrepreneur now. I decided to pursue my dreams. And right now I'm at the happiest place in my life by being able to be creative and create things like this and work on building my business. And it's basically I'm following my passions and the things that I'm passionate about. And I love it.
That's what's up, man. So, okay, one final question. You've jumped off the ledges basically on a whole bunch of different projects.
Right.
What is the most important step in pursuing something you love as a business?
Doing your research first for that market. Finding out, is there a market for that particular thing that you may want to jump into? So basically, do your research before you jump into it, and especially start spending money on supplies or things like that, unless it's a hobby. But definitely do your research, because when I first went into it, I bought the wrong kinds of furniture. I spent too much money in certain ingredients that I use in my paints, so it was a learning lesson. And then finding out what my market is, as far as what's the most popular pieces that sell well. So it's gonna take a while, for you to find out what it is that is best in that market. But if you're good at it, go for it. I say, if you love it, especially, go for it.
That's what's up, man. This has been another dope episode. You are always outstanding when you come on.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't say enough good things about you. You do great work. Carolina, what you want to leave the people with today, man? It's the final call.
Appreciation for good people, whether you already know them, you come to find them. Just appreciation. Support people. Like I said, I think I first saw CJ on Twitter, and it might have been about 3-4 years ago. She probably don't even remember. It might be longer than that. And I think I said a couple words to her, said a couple words to her, over time. And then I started my journey with my brother, and I reached out. So the appreciation is I saw what she was doing, and I reached out, and she answered, and she came back. She came and showed love, and basically as part of our BOTB family. So hopefully we keep having her.
I love the show.
So hopefully we can grow together and promote each other.
Absolutely.
That's what's up, man.
I look forward to seeing you guys grow.
Absolutely, man. Look, always a pleasure. If I got anything to say, man, look, you can get drunk, and I'm speaking for us.
Okay.
You can get drunk. You can do what you want. Surround yourself with people that have ideas, man. Don't judge people for where they are necessarily. Don't judge people for what they do or what they say. Judge them, like MLK said, on the content of their character. That's why you always shine bright like a diamond. And I'm glad to have you here.
Thank you.
We're gonna have you back, of course. We definitely got to do the Woodworks by Joseph.
Absolutely.
And Be Glam. And
we also got to have her and our other partner with the books. So it should be on.
Forever Red has a book on.
Maybe we can do something one day when I can show y'all a process of what I'm doing with the furniture.
Oh.
And look, we're going to make it happen. And we're going to make it happen in person, man. Look, again, this is a wonderful night. This is the bottom of the bottle. I want y'all to like, share, subscribe. Check out CJ on IG at CJ Busagirl.
No, it's Busagirl 1.
Okay.
Busagirl
1 on IG. You see her website. Check out the Be Glam, and always check with bottom of the bottle, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me we doing terrible. I just want to hear from the people. I don't really care. Hey, man, look. Everybody have a good night, and thank y'all for tuning in. We out.
Bye-bye.